Hello and welcome to the Urban Ballers, the brand new show where we find ballers from the streets and get their perspectives on football's latest news.
Isn't every baller like an urban baller? I don't see the difference.
Oh, whatever, bro. Get him. Yo. Listen, we are the Urban Ballers. We have just launched the channel. This is the first episode. And consequently, incidentally, it is the World Cup 2018. I've been very excited, but I've also been saddened slightly by the loss of Messi and Ronaldo, who are already out. It's the round of 16 and they've already been knocked out. Along with this, it's been a very strange World Cup. England have beaten a team 6-1. It was Panama, of course, but that is very strange indeed. Of England to perform so well in the group stages is something we don't see very often, so they may do well. However, before I go any further, this channel was supposed to be launched around 2 months ago, and me and my brethren, my urban baller, my fellow urban balling colleague, Faz, actually started an introduction for the channel. So we're just going to cut to that now, and then we'll carry on with the World Cup edition. Alright, so I'll know where to cut it when I watch it, yeah? So, how should I start it though?
It's got to be a natural start because I ain't about the hey guys, it's Urban Ballers, we're here, it's our first episode.
Yeah. Oh, hello everyone. This is the first ever video on Urban Ballers.
I ain't about that, so like, let's just start the show, bro, because it's gonna speak for itself.
It's gonna speak. Yeah. Oh, all right. Basically, this is like a warm up. Yeah.
We ain't even in. We decided on uniform, right? But we ain't even in the uniform.
We ain't even in the uniform.
We want to wear slick shirts and like this is just one of those that we thought, you know what, the topics needed to be discussed. So we're like, you know what, we had to put a video out. We said this yesterday. The video has to go out because these topics are hot right now, right?
They are very, very hot. So in this episode we're going to be discussing 3 crucial questions. Question number 1, is it the end for Messi and Ronaldo? Question number 2, is it the year of the underdog? Question number 3, is it really coming home? Let's find out. So, is it the end for Messi and Ronaldo? Now, that's a really difficult question because they've been at the top level of football for over 10 years now. They are absolutely ludicrous on the football pitch, but unfortunately, in my belief, that this season, both of them have had to play with very, very poor teams. Now, Portugal, of course, won the Euros only 2 years ago, and the way they play, they tried to stick to it. And they came up against Uruguay, who were literally a match for them in that way. They defend the same way, very organised, and they attack the same way on the counter-attack. However, Uruguay, unfortunately for Portugal, were just more efficient at doing that job. They are the best unit defensively, and they are one of the best underdogs in the World Cup, but they are also very efficient when they attack. That's unfortunate for Ronaldo. However, he still had a decent World Cup for the matches that he was there. 4 goals, 3 goals against Spain was impressive. As for Messi, I feel like for once the Argentina team let him down. The Argentina team is star-studded, full of many brilliant players. However, this World Cup, they let him down. There was no system, they were unorganised, they didn't stick to one team, and they really did let him down. However, my boy Faz, of course, has something to say about this, my urban balling colleague. So let's hear what he has to say and we'll come back to it.
If you look at that second goal, yeah, the run he made off that pass, and Chiellini was at 6s and 7s because he thought, he's coming. He could hear his, you know when you can hear his foot, the guy's footsteps. And he's thinking, oh no, where is he? He couldn't see him, right? Buffon and him were so intimidated, and they never have a breakdown in communication, ever. The Italians are made, well, they were born to defend. The Italians, they were born to defend, especially Juventus. They've
had the best
designed
defenders.
defense, right, in such a manner now that is utilized in the modern game, right?
Yeah.
Italians were known for it.
The three at the back now has come to the Premier League and it's
Exactly.
used week in, week out. Yeah.
Started first in Italy, right? Chiellini, he's lost his mind. His head's gone.
And what? Listen, please mention you've got that what he said about Ronaldo and
Yeah,
Chiellini
got it,
himself.
bro. Chiellini himself, right? And many other attackers have come up against him and failed. He's made them look like flops, right?
Yeah.
Like they're not even world-class strikers, and we'll come to that in another conversation,
Another
right?
conversation, yeah.
But he said people will talk for decades and decades about what Ronaldo did tonight, and they'll also talk about how the fans of Turin stood and clapped for Ronaldo. Nobody's ever done that before.
They said I've never seen that.
I've never seen that in Turin. The fans of Turin never do that for anyone. And he goes, for me, he is the greatest player in history. That's a heavy statement to make, but this is
From one of the-
This is not an average guy like me or
Yeah,
like
this is
Baha
not
just
us.
saying, oh,
You know,
he's
some
the best.
amateurs
He's the
talking
best.
about
He's the
this.
best.
Yeah.
No, this is one of his peers, who is, in my opinion, has been one of the greatest defenders for the last 10 years.
One of the best in his generation by far.
By far.
Chiellini, yeah, definitely agreed.
Very,
with that.
very well cemented defender.
You know what though? It shows. It's not just Chiellini doesn't tell you when the opposition crowd and the Champions League night when they're just beating and they're just
You saw it as well, and he's thanked. Ronaldo was like,
and he just goes like that and then he just goes like that.
because it's like, you know what? That must have been a moment, bro.
Yeah.
That must have been
If
a
I was
moment.
him, I'd be buzzing
For
over that.
Ronaldo, that must have been a moment. Think
It's
about
like
it.
he's cemented now,
I like
forever.
He knows as well. Like for me, that goal's won him the Ballon d'Or this year.
Yeah.
I think that goal right there, what he's done in Turin, and how people are going to see what he did.
All right. I will challenge you to that now, because I think the World Cup could. For Messi and for Mo Salah, they could do something in the World Cup that could challenge that.
I've watched Messi in a lot of international matches, and he's always looked suspect. Suspect because he does his little disappearing acts, right, in big games.
But you know what? And we've discussed this before. He disappears in the biggest of games.
He does.
He appears in Champions League finals, Champions League quarterfinals, semi-finals. But when it comes to a international tournament final,
Disappears, bro.
It's the only time I've seen him disappear. So credit to the guy, yeah.
But he disappears.
When he misses 2 penalties against South American opposition, yeah, who were nowhere near the standard, yeah.
Thank
Chile are a good team, and both the times it cost them the competition.
Thank you.
He misses a 1-on-1 against Neuer in the World Cup final.
Okay.
It doesn't make him any less of a player. Wallah.
No,
because to me, he's the best architect of attacks
Okay, can I just
in the
say
world.
something, right?
Yeah.
Before he was going to have that one-on-one, if somebody said to you, Messi's going to have a one-on-one before the match,
Yeah.
with Manuel Neuer, would you bet your house on him scoring?
I would, because it's a World Cup final and Messi's the man.
But he didn't.
But he didn't. But then,
Now you're bankrupt.
no, but after that, bro, I thought I'll give him a chance. Because all the Messi lovers, they're like, listen, come on, it's
Big
one time.
moments, bro.
It's the penalties against Chile. And that's what gets to
It's
me,
not
yeah.
just against Chile, though, because in big pressure situations, sometimes if the moment gets to him, Messi becomes suspect. Tell me
That's
why.
the difference.
Tell me why, yeah? Man City at home, they give away a penalty to Barcelona. Joe Hart's in net. Joe Hart is not the greatest keeper.
Yeah. But he was good then. He was in good form then.
Messi's taking a penalty. Would you bet your house on Messi scoring?
Of course
Yeah, you would. Joe Hart saved it. You're bankrupt again.
Faz, that's really harsh. But I have to agree slightly. Now, Messi has carried Argentina many a time internationally, but when it's come to that moment, that final, that penalty, that one tournament deciding moment, he's kind of let them down. But you can't just blame Messi, I don't think. However, I'm going to leave it open to the viewers now. What do you think? Has Messi overachieved or underachieved internationally? Same with Ronaldo. Leave it in the comments below and we'll see you all go on. So now we come to our second question. Is it the year of the underdog? Now, in the same year, in the same World Cup where Germany went out embarrassingly before the round of 16 in the group stages, we also had Spain losing to Russia. Man, that's really strange, this World Cup. So it is a World Cup where anything can happen. But is it the year for the underdog? So Dr. Tashani, as somebody who's been watching football, playing football for over 50 years, we'd like your input on this. We have a a difficult question. Is this going to be the year of the underdog?
It's probably not anymore, because the teams I'm playing now at the quarterfinals are not really underdogs.
So you don't think that there is a level of difference between Brazil, France, and then the rest of the teams in the tournament?
No, Belgium is quite a good team anyway. They are one of the favourites. If you take them player by player, they play in the major leagues.
That's true.
They are probably the best players.
Okay, so Belgium, Brazil, and France. Is there a level of difference between those teams and the remaining teams in the?
Probably Sweden, England, and Uruguay are probably having less famous players, but actually England have selected a young team.
Yes.
But with the likes of Kane, for example, and Vardy, who has been very good for 2 years now. And there are a few other good players from Manchester United and the Premier League. I think you cannot say they are underdogs.
They're underdogs.
No,
okay.
no, never. The underdogs probably were Japan when they were unfortunate
Yes.
against Belgium, and also during the Belgium match, actually the substitution made a difference. And if you look at the substitutions, you see Fellaini and Shadley, they are not really
The best of players.
The best players anyway, but they have changed the game.
So the underdogs of Belgium, you would
Maybe,
say,
yeah.
of the Belgium team have
Oh,
actually.
Fellaini has this job even in Manchester United, so he's tall, he's really that type of players who really kind of wrestling all the players in the box, and he's tall, he can get you like something like a goal he got anyway. So there was a joke about his goal. See, classic Fellaini, ball in the net, defender on the ground.
Was that again? Classic Fellaini.
Classic Fellaini, ball in the net, and defender on the ground. So, somebody said, "Oh, no, because Japanese players are short." Maybe, but also, well, they haven't scored when Fellaini was not there. Lukaku is not short anyway. He's tall. He's really very physical. But anyway, so football is strange sometimes. Okay, is that all?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Slag.
So left in the tournament, we've got two big dogs, as I'd call them, France and Brazil. Whew. Powerhouses of teams. I mean, Mbappe looking fire, as I call it. Griezmann, Giroud playing really good football, Pogba performing, Kante. The players are absolutely colossal. So France are definitely one of the big dogs remaining in this World Cup. But we've also got Brazil, superstar-studded team. Coutinho, Neymar, Gabriel Jesus, who I think has a lot more to show this World Cup. So it's really, really exciting. So they're the two big dogs, and you would do very well if you bet against them and win. However, they're on the same side of the draw, so only one of them can get to the final. And Brazil have to beat Belgium, another star-studded team, to get to the final. This is super exciting now. Also, I mentioned Uruguay earlier. Uruguay are a team to beat. They are the best defensive side in this World Cup, and for me, Uruguay is the team that sticks to its plan best. So France would have to do really well to beat the organisation of Uruguay. I mean, for me, they are the underdog team to beat. They've got Cavani, they've got Suarez. Cavani on fire last game. If he's not injured, if he's at full fitness, I'd have to say I would go for Uruguay to win that game, just because they stick to their plan, and their plan has worked every single game. They've not lost a game yet. France have been leaky at the back. You have to admit, they conceded 3 goals to Argentina, who have not been the best this season. So that's it really for the France, Uruguay, Brazil, Belgium side of the draw. But on the other side, things can get really exciting. We've still got Russia, who I don't think will get past Croatia, even though Russia have done surprisingly well this tournament. We have Croatia, who for me, they are on the same level as Uruguay in terms of they've got the outside chance, but I would say Uruguay would definitely demolish Croatia in the final. But of course we have England. Now if England get past Sweden, they'll probably have to beat Croatia and they'll be in the World Cup final. England are by far the favourites to get to the final from that side of the draw, so I'll be surprised if they don't. But of course, this is England we're talking about. There's always one moment where they will trip up. However, I'm very excited about this team, and I'm very, very excited about the manager and how he's playing the players he thinks are the best. He's not playing players by name, etc. So let's see what happens with England. I mean, I wish them the best. Of course, I live in England. I've been living in England for the majority of my life. I do wish England the best. As long as people don't get too hyped about the players, and also get off the players' backs, get off Pickford's back. Why would you be on Pickford's back before he's even made a mistake? He looked a bit shaky, yes, but now he's obviously the favourite person for an English person in the UK right now. It's literally, he's a hero after that penalty shootout. So let's get off these players' backs. We never know, England might actually do something. So will it be the year of the underdog? Will it be one of Belgium or England who will win it? We've got a really good chance now. Belgium have got a super squad. I think Belgium are like 4 years ahead of England. They've had this squad 4 years ago. That squad's just got more experience. That squad's just gelled more together. They've achieved more in their club careers. Or will it be England? Or are we even going to go a step below that? The super underdogs of Uruguay or Croatia. Will they do it? I want to know what you think. Or I also want to know if you think it will be France or Brazil that take it home with their super squads. And on that note, I'm going to mention a thing about Brazil. And I've noticed that the Brazilians, and I know this because I've read many articles, the Brazilians absolutely love Gabriel Jesus, but he's not really been performing. A lot of the players, Paulinho's been on point, Casemiro's been performing, Coutinho of course, Neymar's been on it. He's getting more on it as the competition goes along. However, we have one player, Gabriel Jesus, who's been starting every game. He's not scored yet, and it's looking a bit shaky for me, if I'm honest, because you have Firmino on the bench, who came on and scored last game, but also he would be a much better link-up striker, and for me actually he's a lot better player than Gabriel Jesus at the moment. So the question is, will Firmino start the next game? I think if he does, and if they trust Firmino, I think Brazil will have it hands down. If not, you never know, anything could happen. I think France are the next favourites, so for me it has to be one of those two teams, even though football is an unpredictable game. So let's find out, but make sure you tell me in the comments what you think. So now we have one question remaining. Is it really coming home? It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. Hey up, bruv. I thought you was English. Why would you want the World Cup to go back to Brazil for? I am English. It is coming home to England. Well, Brazil, mate, they've won it 5 times. They've got the first World Cup at home. If anyone's taking the World Cup home, mate, it's Brazil, not bloody England. Well, us English, we came up with football. It's our sport. Yes, bruv, I'm totally with you, bruv. But I have to be honest, the English didn't come up with football. It's not an English thing. We went over, we colonised Africa. They were playing it over there, so we brought it back to our people. They put some English rules on it, and since then it's been called football. So, yeah, we put the rules on it, but it's not really an English sport. Some people say it goes all the way back to China, mate. Listen, mate, it's coming home to England. Alright, bruv. I really hope it does come back to England, but I'm going to be honest with you. You sound like one of those guys who watches Match of the Day like twice a year, yeah? Listens to Danny Murphy and Ian Wright and thinks you know everything about the beautiful game. Well, let me tell you something. Educate yourself before you come round every 4 years singing it's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming home. And let me say one thing to the English. Every single World Cup, every single major tournament, we get excited. when we start singing these beautiful songs, when we start gassing our players madly. And thankfully this year, the players weren't so gassed before the start of the World Cup, because there weren't Beckhams, there weren't Paul Scholeses, there weren't Gerrards, there weren't Lampards, there weren't Owens, there weren't Rooneys. But they're doing really well. So if we get off their back, stop judging them when they do something wrong, stop hyping them when they do something right, they might just do something. And this is where my beautiful song comes in. And those of you who follow my Instagram at BOT Music, those of you who follow my Instagram at Baha Tashani, then you will know the song. Relax yourself before you smack yourself. Relax yourself, my dear English friends, before you smack yourselves. And I truly mean it. I truly wish the best for England. But of course I hope Brazil win, because I'm a cheeky Brazil fan, me sen. But I hope you enjoyed this beautiful episode. It's been the first episode of Urban Ballers. I'm very proud to have got it out before the quarterfinals start. Now that's something of a big task, but if you enjoyed it, put in the comments below. If you didn't enjoy it, if you don't like my my commentary on the beautiful game, put it on the comments below. Share it with your friends, please, if you like it. Like it as well. Spread it around and let the world know that you yourself are an urban baller and your opinion on the game does matter. But until next time, until the next episode, we're going to do many more episodes about the World Cup, many more episodes about the up and coming season. Peace! And as you can see, people are looking at me weird because I'm in the middle of Hyde Park in Leeds. So yes, until the next time, peace out.